Hi, this is Liz Rodriguez. We're here at the Orange County Gospel Fellowship. I have Beverly Sampson with us. She's a director of Dokio Ministries here. And we're going to talk a little bit about her new play that featured out just this past weekend, Adrift. So, Beverly, tell us a little bit about yourself. For the last 12 years, I know here at the Orange County Gospel Fellowship, you've been writing different plays. What was so special about this play this year, Adrift?
Well, I think this year it was a unique story. And what we try to do is we try not to tell the same story over and over again. It's nothing like going to see a movie and then feeling like you know the plot and you figured it out. So we want to keep the audience guessing. We want to keep it like a game that they have to discover what's going to happen. This year I think it was to just pay attention to what the message was, but I also think it was exciting because of the setting. We wanted to make you feel like you went on vacation. Oftentimes we can't go away in November, but for a amount of money, you got to travel or feel like you've traveled along the coast of Italy.
An interesting topic. It's spiritual warfare. What kind of vacation was this?
I think vacations deal with spiritual warfare all the time. In fact, the joke of this whole production was that it takes place on a cruise, and some members of our church were on a cruise and they actually got stuck out at sea. They got rerouted. And I said, this game is like Jumanji. Things are happening, you know. And then on a serious note, we actually have a loved one that was on a cruise and he did pass away. And that was a heavy hit for our family. And so, and also a real challenge for us.
So it's very difficult on a personal level to continue with this play. Did at any time you think of perhaps canceling it because of all the different circumstances?
I absolutely did. I was going to cancel this production. Number one, I was torn. My time was divided between the loss of the loved one, and also earlier this year, my mother-in-law got sick, and so that calls for my husband and I to go visit her a lot. And it was a challenging year. And so I felt like I couldn't commit to the production like I needed to. So there were holes, there were gaps. And at Dokio, we don't want to present something that's subpar. And so we were going to quit. But I felt the Lord leading us to go forward. And one day we canceled rehearsals and we were at the altar just praying. And a relative of mine said to me, you can't quit this production. I told him I was going to quit. You can't quit it. It's not your perfection that you're looking for. It's God's.
Well, you've had a crew with you for so many years, a lot of the same actors over and over. What would you say their growth is? I mean, what do you see in them after all these years of just under your ministry, under your authority, putting these things together?
That's the beauty in being a part of Dokio. I see tremendous growth. I see veterans, we call them, that have been here for a few years and they have experience. They know that if they miss a line, they can keep going in improv because the audience won't even know. What we do is we spend a lot of time with character development. I interrogate them and they have to know where they're from. You know, where do you lie in your family? Are you firstborn? Are you the youngest? They have to know their full name, their family backgrounds. And because they know who they are prepared to deal with anything that happens because they are those characters. So those are the veterans. Now for the new people, we give them grace. We try to teach them techniques so that if they do have a problem or conflict, they quickly know how to remedy that. And we give them time to grow into that role.
Well, I've seen just about all of the productions that you've done here at the Orange County Gospel Fellowship, and this one was very interesting. It took us literally on a ride, and it was really to see the dynamics of all the different characters and to see the reality of what happens in real life in this particular production. It was really fascinating. Now, what would you say to those that are perhaps on the fence and they're like, not sure I want to go see the play, but we have 2 more productions coming up next Friday and Saturday. Would you encourage them to come out?
Absolutely. If you have not seen Adrift, I think you will want to see it. First of all, it's going to make you think about what you find important in life. I think it's going to challenge you. I think it's going to make you think too. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be like a mystery that you kind of have to solve. You should just come out, and if you're intrigued just a bit, come see what the buzz is about.
I'm sure you will not be disappointed. Well, this is Liz Rodriguez interviewing Beverly Sampson, the writer and director of Adrift. Thank you. I hope we see you next Friday or next Saturday.
Praise God.